A human child is born, and for quite a long time it's a consumer. It cannot be consciously a contributor. It is helpless. It doesn't know even how to survive. Even though it is endowed with an instinct to survive. It needs the help of mother or a foster mother to survive. It can't afford to doubt the person who tends the child. It has to totally surrender. As one surrenders to an anesthesiologist, it has to totally surrender. That implies a lot of trust. That implies the trusted person won't violate the trust. As the child grows, it begins to discover that the person trusted is violating the trust. It doesn't know even the word violation. Therefore, it has to blame itself. A wordless blame, which is more difficult to really resolve. A wordless self-blame. As the child grows to become an adult, so far it has been a consumer, but the growth of a human being lies in his or her capacity to contribute, to be a contributor. One cannot contribute unless one feels secure. One feels big. One feels I have enough. To be compassionate is not a joke. It's not that simple. One has to discover a certain bigness in oneself. That bigness should be centered on oneself. Not in terms of money, not in terms of power you wield, not in terms of any status that you can command in the society. But it should be centered on oneself. The self, you are self-aware. On that self, it should be centered, a bigness, a wholeness. Otherwise, compassion is just a word and a dream. You can be compassionate occasionally. More moved by empathy than by compassion. Thank God we are empathetic. When somebody is in pain, we pick up the pain. In a Wimbledon match, final match, these two guys fight it out. Each one has got 2 games. It can be anybody's game. What they have sweated so far has no meaning. One person wins. The tennis etiquette is both the players have to come to the net and shake hands. The winner boxes the air and kisses the ground, throws his shirt as though somebody is waiting for it. And this guy has to come to the net. When he comes to the net, you see his whole face changes. It looks as though he is wishing that he didn't win. Why? Empathy. That's human heart. No human heart is denied of that empathy. No religion can demolish that by indoctrination. No culture, no nation, and nationalism, nothing can touch it because it is empathy. And that capacity to empathize is the window through which you reach out to people. You do something that makes the difference in somebody's life. Even words, even time. Compassion is not defined in one form. There is no Indian compassion. There is no American compassion. It transcends nation, gender, age. Why? Because it is there in everybody. It's experienced by people occasionally. Then this occasional compassion we are not talking about. It will ever remain occasional. By mandate, you cannot make a person compassionate. You can't say, please love me. Love is something you discover. It's not an action. But in English language, it is also an action. I will come to it later. So one has got to discover a certain wholeness. I am going to cite the possibility of being whole, which is within our experience, everybody's experience. In spite of a very tragic life, one is happy in moments which are very few and far between. And the one who is happy, even for a slapstick joke, accepts himself and also the scheme of things in which one finds oneself. That means the whole universe, known things and unknown things, all of them are totally accepted because you discover your wholeness in yourself.